SEO. SEO is critically important to your online marketing success as nearly 60% of all traffic on the web starts with a Google search. If you add in the traffic originating from other major search engines like YouTube, Facebook, Bing, and Yahoo, this figure is even higher with 71% of all traffic coming from search. Search engine optimization, SEO, is the art of getting targeted traffic to a website or page from a search engine's organic rankings. SEO includes creating high-value content, optimizing that content around specific keywords, and building high-authority backlinks. The trick to winning with SEO is to optimize your site for the search engine you want to rank highly on, whether that's Google, Bing, Amazon, or YouTube. You must make sure a search engine sees your site as the best answer to a person's search. How the different search engines determine the best result is based on a unique algorithm that evaluates several different factors, including quality of content, backlinks, uptime, traffic, and speed. The most important factor is your content quality and the amount of traffic your website gets. If you had to boil a great SEO strategy down to one simple sentence, it would be this: you should aim to create a website people love. Search engines are set up to measure several different signals across the web so they can crawl it and find the most popular websites. You can't cheat this, but you can game search by making sure you send out all the right signals and ensuring those signals are authentic and not artificial. Modern SEO goes far beyond meta tags and backlinks. You also need to get up to speed with featured snippets, rich snippets, video snippets, voice search, and video SEO, as well as Google RankBrain. We'll take a deep dive into all these areas and how you can use them to turbocharge your marketing results later in this course. Before you do anything else SEO related, you need to focus on your content to assess whether the search engines will like and score it highly. If you're publishing text-based content, for example, then you should know Google hates short articles. Google's highest ranking articles all have a word count of between 1900 to 2200 words. This is so searchers get comprehensive information from a helpful article that addresses the exact issue the searcher is querying about. Evergreen content is best. An article on the top 4 best smartphones is going to go out of date as fast as new models are released near constantly. An article like that is only good for a short period of time and won't generate you continuous hits over a longer period. If you're creating text-based content, the most important factor is how unique it is. If you haven't taken the trouble to ensure your content is fresh and original and are just lazily using the same phrases and keywords as everyone else, then you're not going to score highly. In this course, you will learn smart tricks that will help you cleverly choose your words so you rank above your competition. The trick is to use certain words and place them in specific spots, and you'll discover exactly how to do this in later lessons. If you apply our tactics, you'll boost the search engine ranking your text-based content gets, even if you already rate well, and even if your content is in a popular or overcrowded niche. If you want to keep people reading, it's also important to include visuals in your text, or they'll just switch off. Use clean layouts with plenty of subheaders to break up blocks of text and incorporate pictures, charts, infographics, and video to annotate your copy. Video is especially effective, as studies have found visitors will spend much more time on pages that have this type of content embedded. Layout is important too, as misplaced or awkwardly positioned multimedia will only confuse your readers. In this course, you'll learn how to create great layouts that encourage people to stay engaged with your content. Getting good reviews from your professional peers or recognition from people in your industry sector is another way to boost your position in search. Google uses the EAT system, which looks at the expertise, authority, and trustworthiness of your site to assess the legitimacy of your content and will rank you accordingly. It's helpful to think of the system as a kind of internet credit check, which you can build up and strengthen by taking certain actions. Backlinks are a great way to improve your EAT score, as Google tracks these to see how many people are linking back to your page. Lesser known sites give you a smaller score, while more popular websites give you a better boost, so it's wise to try and get props from the bigger players. It's also much better to have relevant links from sites within your niche rather than general links from random sites, so focus on targeting those sector-specific sites. Authors are also crucial, and if you can, always attribute your content to recognized experts or people who have higher EAT scores. This factor is ultra important when it comes to building your brand's authority and protecting its reputation, as both people and search engines will look to see if the information you're putting out there comes from credible sources. Google also looks at your mentions to see what others are saying about you on other sites. If a lot of people are trashing your brand on high authority sites, this will negatively affect your score. On the other hand, if your content has lots of likes and positivity, this will give you a big boost. To ensure your content meshes well with search engine algorithms, you need to make sure your website is laid out clearly so Google can easily crawl it for keywords. You should aim to evenly divide up your page into sections instead of just posting everything as one big blob. This will not only aid Google, it will also help your readers and encourage them to stick around. Finally, don't forget Google ranking factors. You don't have to master all 200 to succeed. Instead, you focus on the smaller set of factors that will make the biggest difference to your search position. Top 6 SEO success tips you can follow to boost your discoverability. Place your main keyword early. Use your primary keyword as high up in your content as possible, preferably in the first 25 words, as Google places more relevance on terms that appear at the top of a web page. Be original. Use unique titles alongside fresh descriptions, content, meta description tags, and image alt text because Google will score you much higher. In fact, they've even stated that to rank well, you must avoid having duplicate or near duplicate versions of your content across your site. Tweak your title tag. Use one keyword per title and front load your keyword by using it as early as possible in your tag. Spend some time thinking up and creating engaging and compelling titles that will make people stop, click through, and then share. The more click-throughs and shares you receive, the higher your SEO ranking will climb. Optimize your site loading speed. This is an important factor if you want to rank highly. So much so, Google explicitly say so in their policy, despite not typically mentioning ranking factors. Compress your images, use lightweight themes, and consider using lazy loading, which can boost your site's speed by up to 50%. Monitor your ranking. Use the Google Search Console to track your progress, particularly the Performance, Coverage, and Enhancements reports. The Performance report will allow you to track your keywords, discoverability, and click-through rate, allowing you to see what works and what doesn't. This will help you refine your approach over time. Use Coverage to check for any indexing errors and fix these as soon as possible. Indexing errors may mean Google can't crawl your site, so it's important to get rid of them to ensure your page can be found. Enhancements will let you assess your mobile usability, a vital factor, considering how many people access content through their smartphones. Google's index is now mobile first, making it even more important to ensure this area is optimized. Use internal linking. Add links from one page to another on your site and use keyword-rich anchor text to tell Google what your page is about. Make sure your anchor text always includes your main keyword to maximize the effect. Don't just link random pages though. Make sure the pages you link are relevant to each other to ensure an optimum score. You can use internal linking to boost pages that have a low link authority, helping to boost their Google score. A great way to do this is to link older pages, which tend to have a higher link authority, to newer content.